kind of where Liquid are at, is like they're at that point where they're really close to beating top teams, or at least they were. Now, obviously, they have the kind of change with Shui coming into the squad, and so likely that resets the progress a little bit before it instantly, you know, it doesn't feel like we're going into some like instant honeymoon period for Team Liquid. But I hope that they are able to have that breakthrough moment where they finally take down a top squad to feel like they're moving in the right direction. I think that's what this Liquid squad desperately needs, is a bit of confidence and a sign that, you know, you're not just nearly beating people, you are actually able to do it.
Well, it's a new roster, it's a new time, and it's a new chance for Liquid against a VP who are so hard to pin down. It's a VP we had decent expectations on this year because the only real teams they lost to was Spirit of Vitality. We thought maybe this was the way back in. Can VP show that today? An explosive B hit in this pistol for Team Liquid as they come through with the site and the round VP are saving. Also noting that obviously with Mytha gone from this team as a coach as well, we see Jay behind Liquid, the analyst guy in the background doing a lot of work. I'm excited to see if that's going to bring, I saw some laughs, some goose and gaffs before, some good vibes perhaps. I know Twist speaks very highly of him. Seems like a smart guy.
He's mysterious.
He's mysterious. I don't want to talk too much about him. He is mysterious. I think he likes being under the radar, so we'll leave it at that. But I think that's, you know, an interesting change, just to note. For now, we'll see if that stays. If that's a temporary thing. Either way, someone who's going to be helping
you
Liquid.
asking him about his jobs and
He
responsibilities.
really
It was like, it was like an
really,
interrogation.
No,
He wouldn't give.
It wasn't an interrogation. It was very clear, like, I was not going to find out. So I was like, okay, you keep your secrets. But he's helping with prep. Let's say that much.
When you start pulling his fingernails out, I thought that was taking it too far.
It wasn't, yeah. I tried, man. Wouldn't give me anything. Liquid Pistol comes in.
Just a big blank sheet of paper off to the side to jot down anything that you notice in this game. Liquid with the pistol, though. Here's the force buy back for Virtus.pro. They're putting some money in.
2 Famises, right? They saved the Kevlar, so just go for it. Fast up catwalk, standard pug, second round. Taking a nice pace with it, nice slow rather. They missed the smoke. I think it bloomed on the molly, so they didn't get the con smoke in properly, and VP were able to fight through it. They get a kill. Fame starting things off. Would still make it up, Cat. Gonna have to fight for this one though. VP rotating quickly, man at the back site. No way he makes it in, bro. They're not letting you do that. Electronic now. Oh, he reveals his position with a grenade. It will do damage, but Liquid now know where he is.
Oh! Electronic drive-by on that 5-7. It's going to come down to Naf, but he's making it happen. 2 quick kills from Nafly. Leaves it just with 1 man to beat. Gonna go further forward, clear out the market. Bomb still dropped, so Naf does have to go and get that. And Flitz actually closed the distance in the meantime as Naf backs up. Timing's going to be everything here, and he has missed Flit, making it all the way out through short. Misses him again the second time around. Naf is a bit unfortunate now, and Flit's allowed to get real close. Awkward in that 1v1.
Yeah, he set it up so well, but he's just walking around corners, not peeking into anything. So easy kill for Flit when it comes down to the clutch. Nice reposition after his first kill in market. Rotates round short. Oh no, both were from short, so. Oh, better energy here for VP today. Getting loud in round 2.
Yeah, I mean, they seemed pretty tilted yesterday, did VP, and so I'm hoping that you're going to see them try and keep a more positive energy throughout this. I like that we're getting some early celebrations, some hype from them.
They got 1v5 yesterday. Now that is not an everyday occurrence. Or even every week. Nice. The stairs. They got a lot of space here. How did this happen? 3 kills in the blink of an eye. Liquid explode onto A. They creep up connector without an eye on for VP.
Back to the silence of Virtus.pro,
yeah,
I think.
Didn't last long.
No celebrating this one.
Save is big, though. You need these guns.
Force by Wars are well and truly on now. Something I think that's cool about Shui in this team is it's like a nice test to see how he copes with the very different vibe he finds himself in. When you think about this guy's kind of career trajectory, MongolZ NXT was obviously really where it got going for him. That was where that NXT squad, which then went on to become like the main MongolZ roster, kind of slowly drip-fed in over time. You know, they were the best. They were the best academy team. It wasn't even close. They won everything. They won every season. It was mad. Then, if you remember, the rest of his team go to MongolZ, but he doesn't actually get to make the move. Ends up in GamerLegion, actually does really well with them there, makes the major final, then links back up with MongolZ. It feels like this guy's always actually had, like, been on a rise, right? And the only time his career stalled out was when MongolZ were on a high, but they wanted to go higher, you know? They wanted to go further. They wanted to be lifting trophies consistently, not just making it to playoffs, not just making it to quarters, semis, whatever. They wanted to start winning. And that was when Shui got removed. This is, if you think about it like that, kind of the lowest point he's actually been at in this career trajectory so far. Finally getting moved to the wayside to make room for Brolin and MongolZ, and now comes into a Liquid where it's not like a GamerLegion where it was a young, hungry team. It's not like a MongolZ where it's a group of guys with great synergy who have been together on the up and up together. You're joining a squad that's been beneath where they should be, right? A squad that is a bit down on themselves and feeling kind of rough.
Players who have hit the highest heights are now trying to re-peak, and that's really hard.
And so I think that is a very different challenge for Shui, and a different environment to come into. And so I want to see how he copes with that. I'm
a bit scared for this change because I think there's one or two ways it can go, right? It can absolutely elevate this team, and like Shui gets, you know, proven again to be a really solid in-game leader that we all think he is, and Liquid hit new heights, the firepower comes back, Twist starts playing better, removed from the burden of in-game leading. Or the other side, surely there's a midpoint, but there's another extreme where he doesn't actually lift the ceiling of this team, the individuals still don't get better, it looks a bit, it puts everything into question. It galvanizes MongolZ's change, who have still played well without Shui, with Brolin just hot-fixing in-game leader. Sure, they've had a firepower increase, let's not argue about that, but at the same time, if Liquid get worse now or stay the same, well, that's not the goal of this team. They didn't want to just keep being on the cusp, right? Because remember, like, I think you gave Liquid some flowers coming into this game. I think it's fair because it's still a team that made the major playoffs. You know, it's still a team that have taken down top teams, that have been really close to success. They almost made Cologne playoffs. Remember, they lost at 11-1 to FaZe. They've been right there on the cusp, but they just haven't quite achieve their goals of lifting trophies, of being in grand finals.
It's actually one of the things I like respect the Liquid org a lot for, is like they know the prestige that the Liquid name carries, and I don't think they're content with being a team that just, you know, oh, we might make a couple of playoffs.
We'll get some events.
That trophy cabinet's been open for a while, and like these guys once had, you know, they won the Grand Slam in like the fastest possible time. There was a time in the past where Liquid were the top NA team, and I think they still are.
True, actually.
But it doesn't carry anywhere near the same weight as it used to. And I think folks behind this squad know that when you're in Liquid, you have a lot to live up to. And I don't think they have been doing that. So that's why we're seeing, you know, a further restructuring of a squad that's already had ample changes.
When we compare like a Cloud9 and we look at the management there and like how the rosters have looked over the past years versus like this team, you can't deny they've made blockbuster moves. They've spent a lot of money. They pulled in top players, proven players, up-and-coming players, people like Ultimate, people like Nerds. So you have expectations. That's the point we're getting at. Liquid, can they stick the landing? This is an awkward round, but they've still got rifles and they've still got the sight. Bomb can make it in. Oh dear, now very close. There's a player in CT as well. He's going to clear this. He doesn't. Flick back is fine. And this round lands back on his feet here for Team Liquid. No one needs to overpeak, and that should force a save. So some damage for VP, but Liquid 4-1 up on the T side. This is not, even if Liquid 2-0 this game, my worries are not gone. By the way, I still want to, this is the event for them to prove themselves. Be great to start things off on a high with a honeymoon. Because, you know, VP, after yesterday,
yeah,
they're feeling like a Falcons to me right now.
Yeah, I think, like, I don't, the thing that's so curious with VP as well is they've been pretty, you know, you've kind of seen them come and go at events as the years started, right? We've had stints of nothing from VP where they've skipped events in the calendar, so you kind of, you'll see them, they crop up, they look quite good, then they disappear for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it may be. Something we were talking about yesterday is like, this is actually one of the quickest turnaround times that VP have had between tournaments. Having played at last and then come into this one, whereas on the run up to that, they weren't at EPL. And so they had, you know, weeks to go through and make sure everyone was on the right page. But now they've had to hit 2 events back to back.
Yeah. Liquid should go through that, yeah, Nerds well with the top con smoke. That one is not threatening. Oh, if Flammus uncrouches, he's probably going to die. It's very close on that smoke. Ultimate spams him through the wood. They get a scent. VP trying to block, but Liquid look like they are destined to come through. That's Nerds alone. He needs a trade, and no one's nearby. Liquid bottom con, waiting it out. Palace player putting pressure on Flynn in front of the Molotov. Feels like he has to fight. He's getting tickled by that molly. Liquid have left middle, though. Going back for a B hit. Good control for Shui. Has allowed this rotation for Liquid, and they're not giving up any noise to Fame right now. But VP in the silence have realized what's going on. They gamble. Oh.
This could still get weird, especially with Icy picking up that 1 kill. A lot of damage done onto the remaining Liquid players.
Shui's lurking.
Worlds apart as they wait for the Shui lurk to come through, but he won't spot the player in market. Gonna go walking right past Icy. Finally gets that info and will deal with the point man. Turnaround from short, but it's held. And so even though Fame is out and peeking, looking for that kill to bring you back into the retake, nothing's being offered up by Team Liquid.
Nice and reserved. No one swinging. No one giving him a frag back in. And it might actually force a save if VP don't get a kill quick. They're desperately waiting for someone to overextend. Liquid are biting.
Oh, that's a tag as well. Fame brought down low. They have found Shui, so you can understand why they're being tempted in. They're being called forward to give this one a go, and with good reason. Only Twists left to beat, and that swing out.
No kit.
He will fall, but there isn't the kit for Virtus.pro. And so Liquid do enough. Very reserved in that 3v2, and it's exactly what was required.
I mean, that's a perfect play. I think if you're in a pug there, everyone's swinging, everyone's fighting, they're feeling claustrophobic, they're stuck in their very boxed-in positions, they're going to go for kills, but Liquid make their call, do not move. We can squeeze VP out of this round, and that's exactly what they do. Virtus.pro, no time, and not willing to run round those corners. Shui's lurk comes in massive, a kill on the rotation, and then getting Icy out of the market. Takes a weird routing, but it works out. And Liquid go 5-1 up. Very good start to this game, considering VP forced second round and they won it. Oh, Orbs trapped under. How much does Shui want to dedicate to this? He's just blocking. Oh, that molly falls back, though. Going through this. No way. Icy runs back. Shui has great timing. I don't think Icy realizes how close this lurk is. Shui can win the round right now. He's right behind them all. Drops the orb. Follows up. Shui with a double. Don't know about that player on the stairs. That could be the point man here for VP. And a 3-on-4. They've still got men in the sight.
Oh, Flammus cleared.
What a check.
Important check for Twists. Flit, though, from over the stairs. Suddenly, it's all eyes on Shui as he's the last man standing. Walk on the smoke. Shui gets it down to the 1v1. Electronic low on health. No charge. Shui clutches up a big 4K from the new look captain of Team Liquid. Back and forth, the roller coaster of a round that Shui bails them out from.
That's a sick round for Liquid to win. I can't believe they get away with that. Electronic really trying to force that fight in CT. Like, desperately looking for the trade. He knows he got jiggled, he got spotted. He still stays on the angle, static. Shui's very lucky to get the better of Flit in that fight, who felt like he was going through Con. But that's a frustrating round to lose when VP had everyone in the right place. 6-1 now. Liquid winning some chaotic moments here. That is not a nice spray for Nerds. He's walked a lot of smokes in this game already, trying to be cheeky. The flash back in, sets Twist up, Flammer's put down. Two more on the side. Molly on every position they can muster. Icy pushed out. Electronic is the surprise. They have no idea. Oh! And there's a flank. It could have tucked in, but Fame still got that trade. And Ultimate, they've figured it out. Process of elimination, where he's coming from. And they don't even know about Flit.
Yeah, clutching up here going to be so much harder for Ultimate. This AWP needs time to chamber another round after he gets that first shot off, and so you're hoping that the player in Palace can just deal with this before it becomes a problem. 40 seconds.
He just took the bomb and walked away.
No, no, no.
They missed him on that clear.
Oh, no, there's the spot. There's the spot. Fame,
Okay.
that's so important because you guys were about to miss everything. Fame's at least told them that bomb's out of there. Ultimate gives himself a chance in the 1v2. Plant secured. Now time to take an aggressive line. He wants to try and strike one from the tally and tee himself up for the clutch, but they've seen the barrel. They know he's here, and Fame will lock him out of it. Well handled from Fame there, putting a stop twice over to that 2v1, getting the info on the check and shutting Ultimate down, not allowing him to play that 1v2.
I actually think VP are really good in those anti-clutch scenarios still, even without Jame, where they go from aggressive to passive in a moment and they give nothing, but that felt almost too passive. It's so key that Fame checks and sees that the bomb is gone and then checks again. If he doesn't get that spot that Ultimate is leaving, I think Ultimate straight up wins that round from his post-plant position. It's so powerful. But Fame saw him pushing in, so he calls to Flit. Don't come through the door. I will clear him. Very important round win for VP. But they've got to build off of it. Already, Liquid have a decent T side. So it can't be another one and done moment for Virtus.pro. Notice had some trouble getting kick-started in this game. Another untraded fight. Two smoke pushes that have gone nowhere. They do get that control, but it comes at a cost. Couple of kills for VP. Oh, peace.
Oh, all right.
No, he's got stuck on the wall. I think he's trying to run backwards there, but blinded.
Oh, sorry, Naf, bro. You're just gonna have to climb up in this little tree here and go to sleep.
Yeah, he should save, but damage would be really nice.
All right, though, VP starting to grind away back into this one. I've just been thinking, like, because obviously, you know, when Shui was on Mouse, we would sometimes speak to the guys. Like, we've had exertion on a few of the casts and whatnot.
Yeah.
Something that always stood out to me about, like, the teams that Shui's been a part of in the past is they all had, like, an implicit understanding of the vision for how the game should be played. It felt like a lot of their stuff could be done without even talking, right? That's something else where, you know, we say, like, they've had a good bit of time to practice together. 10 days, it's not crazy, but it's not nothing either. It's not 24 hours. But And I guess this links into what we were saying earlier, this idea that, like, these are experienced players who you're trying to take to the top again, in the case of guys like Twists and Naf. But they also all have a completely different vision to you for how the game should be played. I think even in that round there where you see, like, Shui go for the smoke walk, but there's kind of no one else around to help him. They're lagging behind a bit, so he's fed to the opponents. Things are going to have to be a lot more communicated for this Liquid squad, so I think you're going to lack some of the usual fast on-the-fly moves that Shui used to look really good in previous teams. Nertz, though, he loves this MP7.
Dude, it's so good.
He has just beamed them on short. Nertz is making it happen. Fresh mag in the MP7.
Go on.
Come on, guys, show us why you love the gun. Oh, he's changed off of it, and it's let him down.
I do think MP7 is actually a revolutionary weapon that's underutilized.
He did just like fully convince me by drive-buying the short player with the MP7.
Now, here's what I'll say. There's no reason to buy it CT side because the MP9 is good. It's so good. But over the Mac-10, it has that range factor. It has that burst factor. You can kill someone close range super easy. It's got that high fire rate. But then if you're at range, dude, you can burst an M4 and still win that fight. If they commit to a spray, you want to burst, you can absolutely kill an M4 with that gun. So you have run and gun, you have all the benefits of the Mac-10, you can jump with it, probably wouldn't recommend.
I just know it makes Scrawny feel so vindicated because he was a long time MP7 stan.
Was he before Nerds?
Oh, way before. Like
before
I'm talking like 4 years ago, like for the longest time, he's loved it.
Well, think about how good the Krieg was before anyone bought it in pro play. Bro, there was like a decade of there were 7 years of CSGO before people bought the Krieg. Like, and it was never buffed in those 7 years. Not really. Barely changed. Dude, Nerds again. They're using him like Yakindar, like VP Yakindar right now. That's what it feels like. He's running out on one side of the map, and they're going the other side. He does get a kill at least this time. But that was the AK alone, and now no support. No one can pick up the AK. No one can help him. So, blocks.
Oh.
That's insane. Could he get bomb? It fell.
Oh, he's seen another. 3 bullets, though, Naf. Don't get me wrong, Keith. You're pretty darn good.
Reload, quick.
But you have time to reload.
Just
time
reload.
that is running out.
Yeah, he's not going to.
Dude, he's feeling it. He's telling the guys, like, I got 3 bullets. I'm going to make them all count. Now it's down to the 1v1.
No helmet.
You can't win this in one shot, and so deleted. Flit will find him.
I wish he got that reload off, but I guess he was scared there was another guy in the site. Dude, he had 1 bullet and there was no helmet. He could have won that.
The thing that's rough now, though, is that's 2 almost clutches for Naf, right? This would have been a drastically different game, one that Liquid would have basically already won in this first half if he picked them up.
He's looking good. He's looking a lot better than he's looked in the past few matches so far. But this is still a 6-1 lead, and VP are well and truly back in the game. Should be faking middle, but Flit's clearing this out completely. That flash is a problem. Flit dodges it, hiding in the smoke. Oh, he's going to go around him. Oh, it's so close. Now the molly, and he's cleared from lower. Great cover for Nertz. Shui follows up. And I think, hey, you wanted a more aggressive rifler. Shui is that guy. He is going to get in there, get involved. As Liquid stampede into a 1v4, 2 kills, not to be.
All right, thank goodness. You know, you forgot for a moment it was Liquid you were watching. Any round like that could lose in a moment.
True.
That was hardly English, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Any round could lose in a moment, Harry.
Oh. All right. Liquid, I think they're going to feel happy that they at least return to their winning ways in the final round of the half after giving VP a bit of a means back into that game. What was once a very dominant lead still ends far closer than Liquid would have liked. And they at least feel that advantage. VP heading into this second half. Still waiting for all the individual pieces to get firing, but there's been some nice moments in here. Especially to rescue what could have been a very dominant half against you. But I still don't think we have VP at their very best right now. I'm still getting a bit of a similar vibe to how I felt yesterday watching them. Individuals are certainly looking sharper. Electronic being the most notable addition to that list. Currently topping the charts with Virtus.pro. But here's like the other curse thing about VP. I swear in the games that IC plays well in, everyone else is horrific, like worst tournament, worst game, horrible day, horrible mood, tilted, angry, IC 1v9. But then, in the games where everyone else is good, IC's like in the sidecar, not actually playing. He was looking sick yesterday.
That is a good point.
If he'd brought that same kind of tenacity into this game, VP could be running away with this half right now. I want to see him get going. I want to see an AWP come out. I want IC to feel comfortable here. Because in that match yesterday, he was great. He was the only good thing for Virtus.pro.
Well, Pistol would go a long way here. We have this bait set up with Ultimate playing Chad's favorite position on the bench. They're going to clear it though this time. Oh my god, that's a disaster. VP with a bomb plant. And Liquid thinking about those second round FAMASes, I would be.
Yeah, especially when you're double smoked in market.
Just
like,
go, just leave.
They've only just gone down as well.
Bro, I'm telling you, the full eco pistol into the 5 FAMAS buy, or just saving. It's all about that triple FAMAS force. It's a weird setup because Shui's jumping, but they don't clear him because he hides car because he's blind. And so, of course, they're going to clear bench. So they just see Ultimate in that position. You want to play that when your teammate's baiting for you more so on short, or who, you know, either he's committed car and he's fighting. Obviously, Shui couldn't, he was blind. Or everyone from VP is looking short to hunt you down. They got their back turned. They don't clear bench. Of course they clear bench when your teammate is stuck car. Maybe
this is a system designed so the Ultimate can't play trigger discipline in that corner.
They run at him.
This way he has to fight.
That's a good point. It's one of the angles. Only one FAMAS, sadly. But they've got an MP7, so actually, maybe better. MP7 CT side, Harry.
It's the fact that like the MP7 can do those like mid/long range fights that makes it compelling here. Because Nerds wants to be moving around, right? He wants to be kind of active. You don't want to be relegated to like taking
perfect gun for him.
The shortest angles. He wants options, and so the MP7 will give him that.
Another just B smash here, and it's Naf with a deagle jumping. It's going to be hard to get more than one kill. And that's probably going to be spamming your deagle. There's the info. Now they start running. We need that FAMAS for Twist to help out.
Oh, Twist's will. Helping hand lent from short. Twist takes it one step further. Is getting run at now, so time limited. Electronic with a big triple kill opener. But will it all be for Noor? IC versus Ultimate. The two AWPers both sitting bottom of the board for their respective squads. And they're the ones locked in this 1v1 now. IC low, Ultimate, one shot from this scout would do it. But IC's trying to complicate matters, leaving this B site, sneaking in through lower. He's been pretty quick on this move.
Yeah.
There's so much silence over towards B. Ultimate will be considering this. I just don't know if he's going to react. You don't want to get caught in rotation making a move if IC is stalled and waited in the apartments. So he's just going to hold B till that bomb gets planted.
He should be realizing as well, IC, that there's no kit in play. Like in a round like this, it's unlikely. Now, sure, Ultimate could have picked it up, but it's very unlikely he has one. Got to reload that FAMAS. ICY taking spawn control. Ultimate has a molly. It's not as helpful as you would think, though, in this position. You'd much rather a smoke. He's got to win that fight. He's got to get the kill. Molly clears one position. Everything else is open. He can have a read, but he's got to force that refight for ICY, who is tucked in deep in spawn. Ultimate, he is going for the hard clear right here, but ICY is ready. And I think even if Ultimate gets that kill, there's probably not time. It's a really nice clutch for ICY to leave that position. And Ultimate doesn't, as you say, want to be caught in rotation. Just commits. Nice.
You see why that 1v1 is so hard,
Yeah.
right? Like, I think Ultimate actually plays it as well as humanly possible. Uses the one Molotov he has in the best position he can, immediately makes the right call, even picks the right position to go and hunt. But as you highlighted, like, there just wasn't time. Even if he got that kill instantly, had all the right reads, did everything correctly, ICY had played it in such a way that the time decided the outcome of the round. Nothing to do on the fight.
Oh! In-game leader brains, still a factor. He turned around to look at his teammates, to maybe see what nades they had or what positions they were playing. I've seen Twist be caught by that before. It was actually in the last tournament. I remember a round on Ancient where he was heaven on B, and he looked back at ramp to see what nades his mates had, and he got peeked. That's in-game leader brain right there.
The only thing I was thinking is, like, yep, you guys still only have USPs? Okay.
You know, it could be anything. It could be what nades, position. It could be like, see if you've got a guy behind you.
Or anything. He was the only guy who put money into the round.
But yeah, he just turns around as they walk out mid, like.
Oh, did anyone buy that flash I asked for? No? Oh, dead now.
Sometimes it's quicker than asking.
Oh, yo, Fame about to get rich. Get rich quick. Rich and famous? Yeah, he's dead.
Just famous. All right, Nuts going to be playing that Mac 10 next, huh?
Terrorists win.
In some positions, I say keep it. Drop it now, please. Don't play the Mac 10. Not a 7-8 in your first full buy.
I mean, they've had a player jumping apps. Just give it to him. It's the
true.
worst job in
That's
the
true,
entire
actually,
map, and like you die more often than not. So just take the Mac 10. Screw it.
Economy long game.
Economy long game. That's what it's all about.
Good theory. Nope.
No!
I like it. You want to give all your players the best chance.
They're gonna lose now.
No, they're not. Naf has a gun. And he's solo B, so...
Okay, it's actually entirely fair.
They mollied themselves in spawn. Was that Twist? I think it was Twist. He mollied himself off. That's why he's late. I'm not kidding. There was a molly in CT spawn.
Wait there, but I'm trying to figure out what that even means. He mollied himself off. What, like?
He misclicked.
He threw it in front
of him. He threw it on the ground,
okay.
and he was trapped. He couldn't cross the
Wow.
window. I don't know why. Obviously,
now he's going to die turning to his teammates again. Does anyone have a Molotov?
Why does he sound like that?
I don't know.
He doesn't sound like
I
that.
can't do a Canadian voice.
No, it's hard, eh?
Oh, hey, bud.
VP. Mid-control's been theirs all half. Break. Not a very good one. Nerds goes over and he shoots a hole in the smoke and a hole in ICY, who's... Hey, he's had that clutch at least, but otherwise been a rough game for him. VP have B-apps, they have shorts. Well, that just calls for this B hit, but Ultimate's been spotted. A temptation for Electronic. VP's here. Electronic nails it. Now B is just right there. It's looking luscious.
It is reinforced, though, right? Naf started here alone. Now Twist has made his way over. It's a good read on where this play is looking to end up, and this is all enabled because Shui's taken space at ramp, but it might not matter. Even though the stack was well-founded, Naf dies instantly. Twist left in this one all alone. They're around him now, and Flammer's going to run him down with that Mac 10.
So hard. Like, you see him trying to track him there with the M4. You need to just burst that player, and it's... I say that like it's easy. It's not. Running Mac 10 overwhelms that B site. And bro, it's gone under the radar. Electronic is having an incredible game. 20 and 13.
Yeah, it's real. I'll do it myself energy. Like,
and that's not been the case recently for Electronic. Like, the one thing that I found so sad in this VP team for the past, even with Jame, by the way, like towards the end, It's like Flit, kind of irrelevant for a long time.
I think it's fun that like Electronic and Twists are both in the server because I think there's a lot of parallels there. Like both very, very good players, very strong rifle presences who went to captaincy. Both of whom have actually then stepped away from it. The only difference is Electronic then returned to being a captain all over again. Twist is on his first time bailing out with Shui in the server.
So he's coming back, is what you're saying.
He might be.
Well, we'll see how
if Shui doesn't impress.
See how the Shui thing works. Oh. Okay, they saved an AWP. Ultimate donning that. No, it's on a pistol.
This is one of the things you were saying about Ultimate, they're like very streaky nowadays, and his style of AWPing is like really dependent on, because he likes to go for aggro peaks, he likes to make plays, he likes to make moves, and as a result, like there's no room to lack confidence or miss, you know? Like, you're actually a huge problem on that AWP. If you're going for aggro peaks, but you're never landing the shot, you're offering up kills and rarely converting on them. And you have the most expensive gun in the game, so you're a serious drain on the resources there as well. The 4 and 11 from Ultimate, luckily enough, it's not like Icy is dominating on the other side of the server. It's very quiet from both the AWPers.
Now he's on CT Mirage with an AWP, like, now he has to perform.
Now you want him to deliver, and he is going to be in the right place in this round, right? He's CT with that AWP, so this is where Ultimate has to do something for Team Liquid.
Oh, smoked out as well. VP triple smoke exec on this site, and Ultimate could have gone over Ticket, but he doesn't want to risk his life on a crazy solo move. So he's going to play safe, give VP that control. VP allowed to plant here. They need to do it quick. Oh, they go a bit far, though.
I mean, that's a huge blow, right? Like, Electronic going out.
There's no plants.
Ultimate delivers as well on his AWP from the spawn. The bomb hasn't even made it across yet, and with Electronic falling first, they lose that forward presence. Icy getting whittled down.
10 seconds, it's done.
And there isn't time for this. They're running away, they're saving in this round. And it all starts with Electronic as that first domino to fall. He was like the one guy taking space, the one guy applying pressure. He dies, everyone else gets scared. They wait, and then the smokes have faded, and at that point, their chance to win the round is over.
They had a chance to plant. That's what you want. You've got this. The reason you're going for a triple smoke exec and you're actually smoking CT is so you can plant, and they don't prioritize it at all. They think that maybe after Liquid get that first kill, they're coming through, they're putting the pressure on. There was no one in the site.
Well, I want to say, I think that's actually where there's some credit to Ultimate, who played it smart. He drops that lurk smoke right through the CT smoke to give the illusion that he's played out to triple. That slows them down. They wait and see if they get the contact from him. Then Electronic dies stairs, and so suddenly no one feels safe to cross. Stairs is open, and you're worried about a player behind triple or in the site, and so it stalls out, and it's all thanks to Ultimate, like, kind of faking that with the underhanded smoke. So I can understand how that happened to VP, but yes, it is an awkward blunder because you're dead on. That entire round is centered around playing for the bomb plant, and one smoke was enough to spook them out of doing it.
Because as much as you want something from Ultimate there, well, if you get Icy back on ramp or on default in a post plant, he can win the round. He has an AWP, he's in a great position, so that was the goal for VP.
Yeah.
Goes a bit under the rug.
Ultimate might have only had one kill, but I think he is the reason they win that round.
Yeah, also Twist not re-swinging, who definitely had a chance to. If he re-swings there, I think VP might catch him. And
okay, this is looking like something a bit faster out towards A with less util as well from Virtus.pro. Contact through Palace. I wonder if they're just going to walk this smoke.
I don't know. It's pretty crazy, no? They have no utility. They're 4 Palace.
Yeah, and if they had a bit more presence anywhere else, they would have known about the triple mid start, then they might have. But the fact they don't have that info, they can't justify walking a smoke, bro.
Triple mid back
round would just end.
Yeah, back to AAA, though. Liquid were ready for this pop. This would not have gone well.
Like, where this is awkward now for VP is it's not like they were set up to do anything else in this round. So essentially, to them, it's like the round has just started. They have to clear everything. They have to go and retake space. Even as they're going into the apartments right now, players could be deep. They could be pushed up into the kitchen. They could be deep through the apartments. And so you have to be pretty cautious here. You can't go loud. You don't have timing. And so You're sneaking the entire way. This is not going to leave Virtus.pro with a lot of time, I'll tell you that much. 30 seconds left as they arrive through lower.
I don't hate it, though. Right? Liquid don't actually know where this one's ending. That's an awkward jump.
That's really awkward.
Yeah, that was definitely hurt by Nerds.
You've taken all the extra time to do it quietly, and now the first noise you make is falling off the boost, and so Nerds knows to keep his eyes here.
Naf is the guy in this round. Naf might have to save them now. Twist is going to bait for him as he sits on balcony with the A1S.
Here's the footsteps in the apartments. Naf can't get a handle on it, though, and Twist is overran. Just one from the B site hold. Flit swinging out from the bench side. Nerds taking heads off. 3 kills in the round. It's all eyes on Icy. He's been very quiet in this game, but has a clutch to his name so far. Can he add another to the tally? First shot lands for Icy. They swing him wide, and Shui's going to shut it down.
The random pre-fire there doesn't do him any favors. He could have won that. He had 3 bullets in the gun. He had to hit every single one. I thought he was going to just prioritize that. Not have to leave him with a Glock, but he just pre-fires a corner. He had a great position, but they crossed it. He didn't know. Nerds saves that round. He deals with the lurk. He gets both B kills, gets the planter, and still lives to play the retake with his team. Very important detail. To not offer up a free kill to Icy. And that's after Twist and Nav get 0 kills on B in a 5-on-4.
Nice guy.
Twist got 1.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
But then, like,
yes.
Still 2 for 1. Well, 1 for 2 is not good.
Dude, yeah. Hey, it was a quiet start to this half for Liquid. VP have pulled this back from 7-5.
Double AWP now for Team Liquid as well. Naf donning the other. He's taken that over towards B.
Yeah.
That frees up an extra player elsewhere. An ultimate now secures the opener for Team Liquid. He's looking to make amends for a quiet game. His ultimate as he lays waste to this play. Nert's now here to lend a helping hand.
Wow. How'd he do that?
And A falls apart. Or the A play falls apart. Ultimate actually getting aggressive on that AWP. Knocks out a 3rd.
That's so ultimate there, because even though he walks in, he gets insta-traded, he just shuts down VP trying to slow the round down. They want to play a 2v4. They want to try and sneak in and win the round late. He just forces a kill. He'll take a 1-for-1 when you're up in a 4v2. Wow, that second shot is quick.
Does it feel weird that Liquid are just as Polish as they are American? Well, North American.
That does feel weird.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that didn't...
Polish CS is back, baby!
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's so odd.
That is strange. They're more Polish than they are American.
Oh, yeah.
I guess if you count coach now, you got 3 North Americans.
True.
Second AWP.
No one actually thinks about coaches unless you need someone to blame.
Well, there was that whole scandal. Sometimes you should blame him, Harry.
Naf, come on. Second AWP. Let's go. Show us why you got it. Clean stuff. 2 kills from that secondary AWP. Going nowhere quick in this round.
Oh, I've been here.
Oh, wait, but Electronics toggled. Hold on, this is going to complicate matters.
He's tilted,
He started spin botting.
Do you think he's tilted? Does that look like someone who's tilted? You tell me. Someone ever done that in your pug?
Yeah, it's someone who's not having a great time.
He also wasn't talking while he did that.
And he knows everyone on the team is watching him.
He's had 5 deaths in a row with no kills. Sorry, 4 deaths in a row. Not having fun. And Liquid are just looking like they might squeak out this win.
It's funny because, like, by his own admission from the last time he tried being the IGL, he basically said, like, I think I'm just too emotional. I get too invested when I'm pulling, right?
Yeah.
And I think you do see that. Like, when they're winning, it's great because he brings, like, an energy and a hype, and he plays better on the back of it. But in this game, I can imagine this is Electronics' worst nightmare. He's playing really well individually. He's top in the charts. He's also cool in the game. And in spite of that, it's still getting away from them. And they're starting to lose some silly rounds as well as it's dragging on. And so, yeah, I can imagine he is tilted. And I don't think that's good. I don't think you want your top performer and captain feeling rough.
All right, we'll lock in now because this is not over. VP can win this round and reignite some fire. It's not the best smoke. Both orbs are on A. Naf's going to start rotating now. Twist is like, bro, I can't hold short and B. So Naf's got the abs. Flash for under, but Fame was just jiggling. Liquid playing confident here. They've got a lot of space. They're going to choose to give it up at the minute mark and go back to the sites. Twist stays in ladder to assist middle. And Nerds is walking through a smoke as well to peek under. Liquid just won't quit it. They keep getting information. They keep, well, getting killed. Electronic follows up with his first kill in 4 rounds. And look at him, he's talking it out right now. 5v4, an opportunity presented to Virtus.pro. Are they going to recommit under for this A split?
Fame and Electronic are doing a lot of talking right now. Trying to piece together exactly how this all links up. They're going to try and come through lower, join in with the A play, Ultimate
Nice
giving a jiggle, but they baited the shot out of him. And Molly forces him out of there. Flamus unable to deal with that AWP back in the spawn, but they've at least got him off the angle. Now the mid lurk opens up. Fame not even needed, surplus to requirement. Plant just coming in now, and Ultimate won't be able to deny it. Instead, throws himself in, goes looking for a little bit more.
NT.
And Icy slows his roll. It's onto the NAF, second AWP now. You hear that AWP firing off, you know if you're VP, you're about to make this a very expensive round. All that's left to do is finish off the last remaining NAF fly, and they will.
I got scared when Electronic died first on that underplay, but there was a second lurk, and they played it in layers. They didn't play the trade. They played one lurker under, then the A hit comes in, then the second lurk comes through, and that's what catches Liquid. They're caught looking back as the A attack crosses in, and Fame still gets his multi-kill. Really nice call for Electronic there in the mid-round with a 5v4. Liquid go back to 1 AWP. They have a bit more money, but they really need this round to avoid disaster at the end of Mirage. And VP have played painstakingly slow in these last couple of rounds. Ultimate AWPing under, knows he has a lot of room thanks to his smoke. And here's nothing up top middle. Doesn't hang around. If he did, maybe a pick. But VP, as you can see, no hurry. Mid nades coming in. King Liquid out.
Feels like VP really dependent on finding these opening kills because they need that moment to kind of slow down and then iron out the rest of the round. That's often what happens, right? When they find these 5v4s, you get about 20 seconds of heavy talking out of Electronic while the whole round slows right down, and then they get to their final destination. Feels like there's a good bit of micromanaging going on, right? And like on-the-fly problem solving for VP. But as this one runs down the timer, and they don't get given that opening, they never get that chance to kind of rehash out the game plan, so they might just have to commit with where that bomb is based over here in the apartments, and that's going to leave them running right into a 3-man hold, playing into the hands of Team Liquid. They get chewed up. It's not even close. Icy's AWP doing all it can, but there simply isn't time for him to win this round.
Dude, that was a call from Spawn from Liquid there. 3B from the get-go. That boost up gives a great angle for Twist to cover Connector. So they're not super worried about the fact that their A defense is weak. There's no split available for VP. It's blocked by this position. And as soon as Twist gets that kill, he falls off. He supports the B hit. Naf and Nerds on rotation get their kills. It's a really nice round for Liquid. They knew it was coming. And now, one more will do it, and it's VP's weakest buy in a minute. Mac 10, Tech 9, Galil ×2. Electronic top performer relegated to the worst weapon. Might be doing utility here. Icy's throwing nades, and they're just going to B-pop, keep it basic. Ultimate on the line.
Oh, that's an awkward miss.
Okay.
The pistol's going to close the gap. The MAC-10's at the front of the pack. Ultimate given a chance to reposition. He would love to get out just with one, and yeah, he will manage that. Electronic caught in the crossfire. Top performer of VP gone. Kick to the wayside. Electronic has to watch on and hope that his team have got it in them to keep Virtus.pro in Mirage for one more round.
It's a crazy play for Naf, and it would have been justified if he at least thinned the herd and went 3-on-3 here, but a man down, this should be impossible. That kill's going to tempt Liquid in. Will they lose everything here?
Yeah, they're risking it all on going for this. If they save, they have a buy in the next, but that kill has made them interested.
Okay.
Another back from Shui. 3-on-2 now. Damage inflicted on a Flammer. Shui will clear him. It's just Flit. Time running low. Flit needs this. Flit's got it. One more to find, and Twist doesn't have the time. Flit takes the clutch. VP keep Mirage afloat. It's overtime or it's nothing. And Twist died. That bomb is not without consequences. Even one gun saved would have made a world of difference for Team Liquid.
Yeah, the loss bonus is the problem, but they had 3K on a few players, so I think there are going to be rifles here, but it's not a perfect buy for sure. I don't even know if it's going to feature the orb. Ultimate, he may have taken a kill, but this was the issue. It was Naf going through, which, by the way, like, him going early on his own is crazy, but if he goes 1-for-1, that's the hope, right? You don't want 4 players alive in a post plant. There's too many crossfires. If you go 1-for-1, you've set your team up. VP don't have as many many players to cover all positions, and so it is just justified by the outcome, I would say. But he can't convert the spray, and after a decent game for Naf as well, awkward time to drop the ball. 12-11, Liquid trying to hang on. VP going for something more standard, but I will say these A attacks have not been great from them. We've seen them stall out from the clock. We've seen Ultimate block them, but this time he has no utility, no orb, no armor.
Yeah, their best looking A rounds have been where they've successfully like linked up this lurk player through the connector, but it's looking like the tempo that's going to come out the rest is far ahead of Flammers.
Yeah, he's a B.
He's instead like serving to try and keep attention over towards B.
I think the goal is for Flammers to backstab, right? Like for him to come in on a... Oh, he's faking, okay. One-man fake. Liquid aren't going to buy that. He needs a kill.
It's weird though, because they have limited weapons, I don't think they can afford to rotate a player away early, and so Electronic give an open runway. That MAC-10 dominates Team Liquid. Virtus.pro looking to run this back in overtime, but the bomb is away from them, having to waste a few more seconds going back and getting it. That's given time for the rotates at least. I don't know if that's going to serve to complicate this round too much, though, for Virtus.pro. Sure, you have wasted 5 extra seconds. What do those few seconds mean for Liquid? They're a little closer, a little deeper on this push, but they've lost Naf down in the connector, and now it's only Twists. He has no positioning, no control, and Electronic continues his reign of terror. That aggression does not stop from Electronic.
Yeah, I thought we'd lost him there at the 11-9 round where he was shaking his mouse and had no money, but VP found a way to long out this game with a close on the B bomb site from Flit to this explosive A attack with barely a fake behind it. Electronic, I can't believe he clears the ninja position. Checks everything with a MAC-10, run and gun, finishes the round, forces bonus play. Does mean money is no longer the issue for Liquid. Orb can come out for Ultimate. Top mid push. Look at this from Ultimate. He jumped up on the backline. What a pick! No way! Took down the Orb first bullet. He was holding him.
Ready
Ultimate.
for lower as well.
Don't stop now. And Nerds in this position.
Ugh.
Grimy.
Ooh.
Knife him?
Flammers.pro, I'm sorry, this is how it ends for you.
He's looking for both.
Nerds, bro! Oh, that's so gross!
I love it.
That's an ultimate destroy VP in the first round of overtime.
That's a nice call for Liquid. Something different. They haven't seen the mid-take, haven't seen any control there other than underpass peaks for Ultimate occasionally. And Nerds. Never seen him do this. with a top mid smoke. That's a risky maneuver. Stylish stuff for Ultimate and Nerds to give Liquid the lead. Taking middle more methodically, I'll say this time. Smokes are down. Control taken. Nerds is having a fantastic game. Might have to duel with Electronic here. It's Fame who makes it up the connector, finds an A pick. Ultimate legging Electronic with that shot. And oh, as Flamus runs back, he makes noise. Naf hears him. The call is in, it's A. But that's... Oh, changed his mind. Okay, that's awkward. That's just awkward. VP try to go back to short split. They lose Flamus. Now they're stuck in the middle.
With nowhere to go. There is this path opening up. They just double rotated through window. Ultimate's even been dispatched of in CT, and Fame gets that angle for free.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it was a very quick departure away, and you can understand how Liquid arrived at that decision. But it is going to cost them dearly. It's going to cost them the round.
Yeah, it's because Naf calls like, oh, he's running back B.
Yeah, he's coming back B, so and so it felt like the B play, right?
But Flamus dies, so VP just call it off. They go, okay, stop. Let's just take stock here, and they get a lot of space and connector from Fame. Flit's having a good game. Had a lot of impact. But it's Fame in this round. An AK save is valuable, but the round more so for VP.
Terrorists win.
Liquid timeout called in. And you can imagine that that round for Liquid felt very frustrating. They felt like they made all the right moves, all the right plays. Now finding the gap in apartments, getting info there, being a man up, but then try to be too smart with it, read into the game plan of VP, and in doing so, they give them a red carpet to go and take some very strong positions over at A. I hope we see how Ultimate dies here.
Just repeat, I think.
Yeah. That was kind of the kill that really served to complicate matters. Because it was that death that forced Nerds to rotate in through the murder hole.
Yeah, very risky rotation.
Double Orp makes another appearance here. Once more, Naf will be solo at that B side of the map. We're still on the catwalk, but more so involved in mid right now. And having the AWP there at least give Twists more freedom to move around. Nerds is actually clearing mid.
Twist naded the window smoke, but it chunked Ultimate. 40 damage? Is that just the nade? Maybe it was 2 nades. Maybe Ultimate naded himself as well, so he's lost a lot of health early. Juggling on ramp as VP. Doing another one of these A executes. We've got the CT smoke as well. Last time we saw this, Ultimate put the pressure on with that lurk smoke. He could do it again. This time he's playing inside. So he's going to be fighting for triple. Shui's gone from the Balk. Oh, it's all Ultimate.
Oh, full blind, but still makes it work. And now drops this smoke for his quick getaway. He's getting onto the CT side and floating around ticket. Ultimate has been a problem. And now even here, buying time for this backstab. Out of Nerds, smoke down in Palace as well.
Perfect.
Been lobbed over. Backstab lands. Palace player locked out by the util. And so for now, these players actually in the site. Tantalizing prospects for Liquid to go and find. Flitz played his hand as well. They know he's trapped in the Palace smoke. Holding on to him, Naf will lock that round in for Team Liquid.
Really nice round.
That is a put-together retake from the Liquid squad. Handled well. Good util to lock out some key positions, make life easy for themselves. If that Palace line is left open, Flit is allowed to be far more involved. He's able to cover the player in sandwich. He'll be able to swing on contact from CT. Instead, he has to be very tame, very passive. And so his teammates in the site were left fighting alone. Also, credit to Ultimate for constantly drawing attention away, right? Even though he hits shots here and we should be celebrating the kills, he's also just serving as a great distraction to take attention off of nerds.
Yeah, you want to talk Ultimate? He was 4-11 after first half of play, Harry. 4-11, he's now 16-18. The comeback into the second half, into overtime, has been monstrous. We've got this mid-push here for Liquid. They're just brawling in the smoke. There's another player. They have no idea. Oh dear, nades pulled, and Fame swings in off that play. Flit will be hung out to dry, but Fame makes sure to respond in a 3-on-1 now.
Oh, Naf has a lot of room.
He does, he's got a free kill here.
Flamus has been checking ramp on a timing, so he wasn't aware of the gap. Still gets gun on time, and it will get recovered.
Nice trade for Flamus, that's very important. Bit of a brawl in middle. Try Liquid, but don't know about the second player. VP level out, 14 apiece, anyone's game here. Electronic has cooled off a bit. Still 27 kills, can't really be blamed, but... Good, are they going for the full Monty? Orb,
Icy aggressive, pushing through the apartments, holding a deep line.
They might have heard him, but he doesn't know they're there.
I mean, now they defo know. The rescope in, lucky to be alive as Icy has to fall back.
Cancel.
Molly's into the apartment, stop the B play. But look at the rotates. VP very paranoid as they bring 4 players over to that B site. There'll be time to get this dismantled, thankfully, right? Yeah. With all 5 players for Liquid also in the apartments, the decision to go back and reroute is going to take a long while.
Hey, if that was some sort of fake for Liquid with a grand plan of, like, lurking a guy out A, that would have been the time to do it, but they wanted to commit.
Yeah,
they had to mid-round this one.
And now the thing that's awkward is because you were so set in stone on going B and now you've called against it, you have so little to work with in the later stages of this round. 1 smoke, couple of Molotovs, the 3 mollies is really nice. That's at least going to try and bridge the gap between the smokes you're missing and being able to lock out some of these spots. But for now, I think they just go contact. No util getting lined up. They still feel like they might have this CT positions, you know, a little bit all over the place after showing their hand so strong at B. And so they only just throw the util now as they get out ramp.
Mr. Molly, but you've got to commit nonetheless. 20 seconds in the site. Mac 10 on Naf, hardly doing favors here. That lurk smoke for VP might just get used as Flamus creeps into the site. They don't know just yet. Ultimate backs up in time. VP grouping all spawn side. There's still a lurker. Twist gets a kill over on the B bomb site as now VP have to go.
VP have a very clear idea of what positions Liquid are in. Thanks to Flamus's push, he sees that there was no one on default. They know this bomb was teed up to play around Com, but no one's fighting yet. No one's peeking yet. The defuse held. VP steal that one right from underneath Team Liquid.
That's a robbery. You could see they weren't being given the fight, and so they say, screw it. We got the manpower here. Let's just get on that bomb. If Liquid want to play safe and tuck in, we will punish that. Full stick, 5 seconds in the open. And Twist had to get that kill from short, but he killed the cover instead. No one there to help out here. Great shots for Flit, man. Look at those kills. 3 of them. But the first 2 stop every check on that defuse. VP might just win this map.
They could want to try and take middle. few players in through lower, and they're aware of the presence of Fame out here on short. It's covered by Flit, but that smoking con will get Flit off the angle. As a result, Fame has to back up, and so Liquid will get the mid control they were looking for. If they want another overtime, there can be no missteps here.
Trades in middle, 2-on-3. Ultimate with the bomb, and they're just going to crunch and pushing through the smoke. This is how it ends. In a whimper for Team Liquid, Virtus.pro pull it back and close it out. This was looking like a solid game out of Liquid, and then the VP wake up in OT. Electronic with an incredible individual performance, and Flit to pull it back as well, and VP take Liquid's pick.
You name it, he's got to be active, he's got to be all over the place, because he's someone who can win this map for Team Liquid.
Sure.
He is a requirement. There's no room for a lack of confidence, for going for the swings and misses. He can't start the way he did on Mirage. And something that does bode well is, while he went on to recover individually, ICY was still pretty stone cold on Mirage. Wasn't really a problem for Virtus.pro. They still made up for it in his absence, but I think Ultimate was the better AWPer out of the two of them. And so let's see if he can keep the good times rolling in. For VP, they feel right at home here. With a map already going their way, stealing Mirage out from Liquid, they could end this one in 2 and have themselves a quick day in the office, making up for their shortcomings versus Rare Atom yesterday.
Oh, they were short.
And not short kings, they were like, just small.
Will they keep coming? We're going to find out. A-hit looks good for the first kill, but they strafe into Ultimate, who does respond with 1. Smoke comes down on the catwalk. VP, bomb planted, great position. 4v5, or 4v3, in fact. Words. Liquid with no kit in a spot of bother. Liquid need these fights more than VP do. They compete together. Everyone swings. And everyone wins.
Twist looking for the Flamussi, but not going to get it. Sorry. I read his name and it looked so appealing.
It looks so appealing. Or
just taking
so
the, you know. Why did you say that? You're the good one out of the two of us, bro.
You said it, bro.
Chill out.
You started it. Now that's all I'm thinking of.
Oh, that's good. That's a good bit, Hugo. That's what that is.
Yeah. Need those in these trying times. Been an eventful event. Four lower, 3 lower. Not traditional. Oh, Molly. Pushes them into upper, and look at Fame. Ratting it. But Liquid tail between their legs. Run back to B. Electronic finishes what he started.
Had a tail between your legs? You just happy to see me.
Yeah, that's my flam mussy.
Oh. Out in a minute they go.
I feel gross.
I know, it does feel wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Go on, RVD. How many does he get, Hugo? He has a USP.
0.
No. I think he gets 1, and it's really respectable. It's a respectable 1. There it is! No more, though, but gets his 1, and it's a respectable 1! Twists, the legend, makes out like a bandit. No. You ain't getting 2, Twist. We both know it. Actually, he is not getting 2, as I said. Just the 1 and done. VP, though, with the conversion. Yeah, we do have to keep farming Huz. Huh?
Huz.
Yeah.
Is that where people are confused?
H-U-H.
Okay. How do you do that, Jeff?
As opposed to H-V-H.
What's the... Don't do that. How do you farm a hut?
Easy. Kind of what we've been doing thus far.
Okay.
Flamus is such a funny name, though, because it does sound like the name for something on your body.
Oh, yeah, you got a pretty nice Flamus over there, Harry. I want to move on. I'm uncomfortable. I'm calling HR.
I'm calling HS. I'm bringing him back.
Estonian Wonder Child. Mr. Worldwide. That was FaZe. I take it back. All right, VP. Slow mid-round here. 4v5 after that mid-pick. Ultimate providing the goods. Double long still for Liquid. Don't know if VP will be prepared for this one. Shuey gets close.
Oh, but look at it. Ultimate started with the AWP over in middle.
He doesn't even need a kill.
He started with the AWP in middle.
Kill.
Now he's at long. Ultimate is switched on.
Oh, no!
Hang on a second. Get down, Mr. President. Shuey walks in the way, but Ultimate will be there. Still standing strong.
That could have been all the kills if Shuey doesn't go in. Still can be all the kills, just a little bit delayed. Oh, they're giving it up. Playing retake here at Liquid. They jump on the cross, maybe is a problem, but some spam comes in. VP make it in. Very respectful for Liquid, to be honest. Gonna have to retake Cat quick. Long flank. Flamus gets back in time. This is a bit of a choke for Liquid right now.
Hang on, though. Heimlich.
Oh,
no,
dear.
They're dying. They're choking.
Oh, dear. I don't, yeah.
They've tried to Heimlich. The food's gone further in.
You like the sound effect?
You're choking and you're trying to make it better, and all you do is lodge it further in your throat.
Sorry. It's very visceral. Very guttural. That's a weird round. I mean, they're scared of the cat split, that's why they back up, but I would have thought they'd just put the rifles there to fight it and let Ultimate stay on the line.
I'm just thinking of this like scenario where someone's like, he's choking, does anyone know the Heimlich? And Twist proudly stands up and goes, no! And then just starts doing stuff anyway.
Starts backflipping.
Flossing. Dude, I bet Twist can floss.
It's great teeth.
Is Twist Counter-Strike's Tyler Blevins? Known for cool hair.
Yeah.
Which arguably is not what Tyler... I mean...
Okay,
FaZe is prolific.
Pull more links here, or
competitive gamer from NA.
Yeah, okay. There's one. You've got one right now. 1.5.
I'm sure he's been bought a sandwich while dominating bot lane before, or whatever the hell the copy paste is.
Leave that one. Yeah, move on.
I don't know. I'll leave it to Twitch chat. They're smarter than me.
Okay.
Chewy Scout, though.
Damn.
Pretty slick with it. However, Electronic is saying, guys, I have A. And he is A.
Problem. Smoke coming down as well, just in time. Stop Twist's line with the M4 and spawn. One more scout shot. Make all the difference here. Pistols out. A lot of damage. Liquid gonna scrap. Liquid gonna brawl. Maybe a boost up. Oh, it could be really nice timing. Twists. Can he stop that bomb jump again? Okay, he just goes for the kill.
Oh.
Gets it safely. 4v3, winnable.
All right, now they're cooking. Now the ball's rolling. He needs to be ready for the double swing out the ramp, and he's not. Icy, eyes on. 1v2 laid out in front of him, but they are going for that bomb, wrapping around. Icy, will he have the angle? Gets the spot, but the cover is in. Icy needs this, and he can't find it. Oh, he's done it.
He got it.
to the wire, didn't he? But
What?
what's happening?
What the fuck? Twist is just swinging his knife. Twist is just knifing.
And he's screaming, I'm not seeing enough movement!
Why is he swinging his knife? Pull your gun out. I don't know. How does ICY miss 4 shots? He let his teammate die. He didn't cover the cross. He missed 3 more shots on the defuse, and he still wins the round. I'm so lost.
I'm actually rewatching that.
Yeah, me too. Pull up the VOD. And Twist never even tries to kill him. Just has his knife out.
What a great round.
Sick round from IC. Oh dear. Well, 4-0 for Virtus.pro. Well earned.
And this is why I don't know if Shui's the right fit. Like, why would he tell Twist to do any of that?
It's a good bit. It's a knee slap right there. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Oh, they're the best team in the world, Liquid.
Does that make VP?
Well, they're not like the best at winning, per se.
Okay. They're just like the most entertaining.
Yeah. Certainly the best team.
Okay. That
You know what I
makes it
mean?
the best, yeah.
It's like pizza isn't actually the best food. But it's probably the best.
Okay.
No, it's second AWP for Nerds. Sentences you never wanted to say in your life. Let's go.
Oh, that's.
Oh,
Hey, didn't even-
he's thinking, I've never used this gun before.
Oh,
Let's see.
give it
Doesn't
back
even
to
have a
now.
skin for it. My guy is out here with the vanilla rolling through.
I mean, that last round, I'd be buying like.
He's just equipped it in the loadout for the first time. So let's see.
I don't think I've seen a Nerds AWP highlight. Maybe I'm just not familiar with his game. But it is out, and he did fire a shot, albeit a little later. VP, 20 seconds, by the way. We've just been laughing through this round. Nothing's happened. VP going to go for the mid to B. 15 seconds, bomb in middle. Has to make it. Can they stop it?
Oh, the AWP's gone. The Nerds AWP gone. And the round with it. Maybe, hang on.
No, he's
that
got
one
it.
kill from Shui
got it.
has enticed Liquid to give this one a bit of a probe, but if they're not given a kill, they don't go for it, right? 2 on 3, you don't attempt this. You need to be given a kill to entice you, and VP know that,
not happening.
so they will not fight.
Love to see what happened. ICY AWP'd Nerds on B, so, you know, what kind of peek did he get away with it? Was it just crouch peeking in to Plat? Nerds on a close Xbox angle, kind of a weird angle. But, yeah, we saw the reaction on that first shot. It wasn't very quick, so it's not, yeah, like we said, never seen the Nerds AWP. Should be NAF. You can solo AWP B if you're NAF. More than comfortable there. Maybe they just wanted it for middle. 5-0, really good start for VP. I mean, they're here to play. I thought maybe Liquid would still have some fight in them after that first map, but it's a crushing loss. And for VP, has built them back into this match. Looking to just run over on the T side. All eyes. Vocal coach for VP, Impassionoi, and everyone's listening. Very easy to call from the front. Oh, it's a nice peek. I don't think Nerds realized he crossed over the other side. He seemed to be holding standard angle. Still holding it in a weird way, though.
So in the last 3 months, Nerds has killed more people with the world than he has with the AWP.
How do you kill someone with the world?
Like you do damage and then they die to full damage or to bomb. Yeah.
I mean, how many orb kills is that in 3 months?
3.
Okay.
5 world kills.
Hey, it's pretty good. Killed the world 5 times? What about in his career?
In his entire career.
How many orb kills? Like, even give it a percentage if you can do that. He's obviously not an AWPer, you know? Not known to be an AWPer.
200.
Okay.
And that's compared to, on the rifles, nearly 10,000 kills.
Yeah. It's fine. We won't see it again. We will see the B side because VP have crept in. Shh, keep your voices down, guys. They've snuck in. They're not even going to give it up. They're going to... Oh, he did. I think he stabbed. Twist is holding it down. Twist is aware. Oh, that could have been a 5v3, but Electronic picks a player from afar. And that's when the util comes in. The bomb gets planted. All of a sudden, it goes from maybe we can win this round to shit, we've been locked out of the B site. Flash for the peak. And I don't see a way VP can lose this. Really good util on the post plant. This is such a VP map, man. They're playing it to perfection. Be on the anti-eco when you know there's little resistance and the team won't stack it. Just super clean game out of VP right now. Closest round, hilariously, being that eco, where Icy misses 4 shots, but lands the only one he needs.
And Twist had that sick knife at the end.
Yeah, that was, he almost got him.
Chance knife.
Chance knife. Chance. It was on Dust2, the original chance knife.
Oh.
Gone all the way back. Apparently, fodder still around somewhere.
There you go. His nuts. Now, if you look at his sniping rating, you'll notice.
Yes.
It's not very high.
It's quite low. At 0.
It was for the people claiming that he's the second AWP in chat, which obviously is not true. Just had to set the record straight on that one.
Yeah.
Ultimate. These are the plays he likes to make with his AWP. This is what we've been wanting to see from him. Aggressive, not with an H, over towards short.
No, aggressive is what Twisted on long.
Yeah.
With the knife. Guys, I go for the aggressive.
Oh, they're just going to go B again.
But there are 2 players.
Yeah, but a lot of teams do this versus Liquid, right? They love just bullying the B site.
No, it's
Naf
multi-kill.
and Nerds need to combine for something here. This is a good angle from Naf. You get vision on them as they come out the tunnel, and the idea is they're clearing the other angles. Car, close, Humvee, the boost. They're looking elsewhere, and so you're able to farm them up, and Naf will double kill, but Nerds falls straight away. B-site once again hangs in the balance, a 3-on-3. And here's the problem. A lot of teams, you know, you could justify saving here if you're not given a kill, but Liquid end up in this position constantly with even odds B retakes. And more often than not, they have elected to save. But this half is now getting away from them. They're going to be 7-0 down if they don't attempt this, so they kind of have to. It's an AWP in the retake, smoke for the bomb or tunnels, likely going to get lobbed in tunnel side. But Ultimate going first on the AWP, dead in the crossfire. Shuey now the last man standing. Everybody dies. VP still flawless.
It's weird because you can't really blame Liquid for trying, but they were never going to win that round, man. They were never going to win the 3v3. It's such an impossible choke point. The door just got re-smoked as well. The only smoke Liquid threw was a car smoke to block that position and maybe an angle to get outdoor, but they can't get out. There's too good a setup here. Look at that guy on the Xbox, Flammers, who's holding door dedicated and can swing window off his teammate's contact. Really nice post plant for VP. I gotta say, like, this has been a perfect game for VP. Obviously, it's 7-0, but there's been no mistakes, really. They've been contacting into B really well. They haven't made any silly crosses and been picked by AWPs and given Ultimate or Nerds, the second AWP, a way to get a pick.
I think the other thing just for VP is, like, this is a map they are very, very comfortable on. And this team could, like, shamble into an event horrifically and look completely washed. And sometimes they do. But if Dust2 comes up, I'm still going to give them the benefit of the doubt, right?
What?
They are very comfortable here.
That's awkward.
Ultimate's done well to keep this one contained, at least. VP had the chance for the 5v4. Ultimate has complicated matters.
Yeah, I think Electronic not aware of the call there, or maybe a miscomm that Ultimate could still be peeking that line. Electronic walks in. So
gonna be interesting to see what happens for VP when if they do follow through with this A commit, which is what it's looking like. There's still options with Flit down in the doors, and I wonder if they're gonna drop.
Goose Molly, I think that's Goose Molly, or is it default? He lined it up on the wall. No, it's not in Goose. Doesn't. Oh, they just contact. VP is so good at this, creeping in. Ramp Molly, nowhere to go. Fame runs out, gets that entry. 20 seconds.
Even this round was great, like leaving your options open. Twist is the one guy who can maybe make a world of difference here. Up and over, teed up with a flashbang, but Flammer's just too fast. Ultimate with an awkward miss, and he doesn't get a second chance there. VP keep racking them up, stacking them up, 8-0. And now, like, you know, it's a code red on this game right now for Team Liquid. Alarm bells are ringing. In the beginning, they couldn't hold this B site, but now that problem is everywhere.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I don't know why NAF goes out there. Like, the call can be, okay, they're out Cat, but you're dedicated Goose. He's trying to help out Twist, but Twist isn't even really out of spawn by the time that NAF dies. So he's not really, they're not really, you know, in a position to trade each other. I would love to see NAF wait a few more seconds for Twist to get in position. But I guess he's trying to like cover his cross. And yeah, they're already out Cat with that smoke.
But I mean, I love how VP played this round great. Like, they leave options open. They have Flit lurking out through the doors. They know that if they find success on A, he'll be able to cut down players in CT and rotating. And if they don't like what they see at A, well, he's leaving the back door open, right, for them to change their mind and finish off back at the B site. And now, like, if you're Liquid, you feel kind of lost. You know, like, you felt a bit of a pattern. They kept hitting B. They were looking for mid to Bs. They've been rushing in through the tunnels with full execs. But now they've hit you with a curveball, a clean A play. You don't feel like you can hold a single part of the map. And so aggression starts to feel like your only answer. You try and bring the fight to VP early. You try and fight them before they're set up, before they have their execute. And these results early on have been all right for Liquid in this round, right? They get out with a 2-on-3 and a lot of damage done to Virtus.pro.
Yeah, I actually think the call was good. It's just they pulled it in on the worst. Oh dear, this is awkward. They pulled it in on the worst round because that's the round the VP stay and spawn with 4 players. They didn't even move. Oh, Liquid are going to win it, apparently. But that's it. VP were top mid and spawn, just holding with the AWP for the whole round for 40 seconds before they make a move. And so Liquid kind of walk into the stack, but then VP we see get split up. Flamus dies in B, holding tunnels flank, misreading, and player out long alone into the hero M4. Now they're both armed, and I mean Icy saving. So Liquid on the board is something. It's about time. Oh wait, Icy, are you? Nah, surely not. 20 seconds. Need this kill right now, but not happening. So that's a reasonable save. More than anything, it's to not give the AWP away. VP don't have any money issues, but you don't want to give Ultimate an AWP. He does have enough money, though. Peace. So tilting to die like that. Liquid looking for 4 rounds now, at most, on their CT side. Dare I say it's enough, but they've looked pretty lifeless in this map.
This game just feels weird, no?
Yeah.
It feels weird, like, I know VP are winning, but there are times where even they feel weird, even though they're dominating. It's a nice little pop flash play out through long for Electronic and the rest of VP.
Just feels more weird for Liquid, like they're not all on the same page.
No, yeah, you're definitely seeing that.
And I think VP are all... The one thing that VP are doing really well is just trading every kill. Like, that round is a weird exception, but they're always grouped. Look, even in tunnels, it's 2 upper, 3 long, and VP are like doing contact plays, right? But they're doing contact plays with 2 people. 2 guys walk out B, 2 guys walk out cat. So even if it goes wrong and Liquid like grab the first kill, which they're usually not, VP are trading. So it's just not really a lot going right for Liquid. VP making the most of this, trying to get as many rounds as they can out of this half. Crawling up long, B push coming in as well. Fights on 2 fronts. Now while upper is cleared out, Flame is now lurking lower and VP are trying to get that bomb across. Oh, Fame! No way they do it dry.
All right, that's at least a nice pickup for Ultimate, though, and he's opened up the route for 3 players on the catwalk to start closing in. Shui is still out on an island here, but no one wants to go further forward to try and find him because of this Orb's presence on short. Naf,
okay.
Clean deletion of Electronic.
Still scared.
They know about Flammus tucked in over at Goose. How many can he... Oh my god, I see 1 HP backstab, and Flammus holding the line.
Oh,
That's an awkward miss, but no one's turned yet. Still, Icy can't win this, gonna run for the hills.
I don't even like the save there, to be honest. I don't even like that save. They have an AWP already. Yeah. That's the shot he takes. He could have changed his mind and tried to go back in for a peek up the stairs. But to save off of that 1 bullet? Weird round. It's a bit of a choke for VP there. Where it felt like Fame was going to carry them through it with that cat lurk, but Ultimate hits a shot. Naf comes up in the retake with his first impact round of the game. Actually, well, he got that 2K on B, but they lost it. So no R-dubs for that one. Liquid play with some balls there, though. Chasing down Fame on catwalk, not letting him assist in the A attack, just backstabbing him. And Liquid looking for 4. I said it's enough. I still believe that. But they need the 4. They need these last 2 rounds. They need them clean. So buy next is not looking pretty if they lose here. Oh, well. Sure. Speed it up.
Oh, but wait.
They saw him.
Oh, God. Looking down made him look right at the flash. He's so blind. It's all good. Shui still in the picture. Shui getting
They're
aggressive.
Out B.
Yeah, they are out B. That's fine. They're out here all the time. I mean, it's obviously not fine. Oh, Naf. Sorry, bud. You just have to run. Oh, God.
Oh.
Electronic's farming. Naf, the B player, the only guy left, but not for long. Electronic, he feasts 4 kills from the captain of Virtus.pro.
Yeah, he's had a great series. Absolutely no denying that. I think the fact that VP are doing this without Icy, again, it's like Mirage. You could be like, yeah, but Icy won a clutch. I guess he did win a clutch. He did win a clutch. Give him that. But he has just missed every shot. And VP are 9-2 up. So it has not really mattered. Electronic and Fame playing a heroic game on this T side. There's Flit finding the mid kill with an AWP. Unbelievable. Icy was on the boost and Flit still gets that 5-on-4. That's just content right there. VP are content with that, looking for 10 rounds on their T side. A good gamble for Liquid. It's their best bets here, but VP have walked into so many open bomb sites that don't be surprised in this 5v3 if they just do it again. If Flit, for example, or Electronic even, walks and sees how far they can get on their own. Bro, I mean, VP could walk into the stack. They're still probably going to win it with how this game's gone. Out middle now. Electronic kind of left and nothing in this position.
Yeah, but the bomb isn't committed. They're playing for the info.
Yeah. Spot one.
This is fine though, right? Like at worst, you're kind of sacrificing a player, maybe two towards this B hold. Sure, you could end up leaving it even, but like, there you go. You just saw way too much util. You've heard shots fire off. Nert's now spotted in the kill feed. You know there's two in B. And so they will go into that empty A site. This is...
Flit's the AWPer.
I like that Flit didn't hang around and go looking for that. Just, it's fine. Let them have short. You have smokes, you have util. You can actually keep short smoked most of the round if you're Virtus.pro.
Oh dear. Gotta go through.
Boost up.
Oh,
spotted and blind. Nertz.
Oh.
Bottom of the totem pole. Now the only one left. Twists up through the spawn. Trying to cover the push up through cap, but this is all that util we talked about, right? Going down now, layering up this defense. Nertz will walk the short smoke. Icy's waiting for it. And Twist 1v3 knows there's no winning this. Virtus.pro, double digits, and nothing but success here on Dust2.
Just a really clean game from VP, like we said earlier. Really no mistakes in this map. For VP, they had that one awkward anti-eco where they get the kills in the mid push, but then they start splitting up, and I think, you know, it's not really a problem because they immediately dialed back in after that round and kept playing how they had been, which is just super trade heavy, very contact, just outgunning Liquid. No really aggressive moves made for Liquid, no flash peaks in the entire half. They didn't really play cat control. They had long, but only because VP barely wanted it. It's kind of the perfect game for VP. Dust2 team through and through. As long as these players have lived. And it is looking like that Liquid 0-2 bracket position here in the Swiss system. Perhaps down there with Falcons.
Oh, what a great matchup that would be.
That could be fun.
The Liquid Falcons is like the Marble Hornets for a new generation, Hugo.
The what?
It sounds similar.
The Marble Hornets?
Yeah, bro. You know Slender Man, right?
I mean, sorry, the Marble... I don't know what you're talking about.
Marble Hornets is where Slender Man came from.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that a game?
No, it's like a ARG short film series.
Okay. Today I learned. Who's the Slender Man in that game?
Wait.
I don't really get the. No,
I know, they just sounded similar,
Okay.
and like Slender Man's pretty well known, and so
yeah, man, like 10 years ago.
Liquid Falcons, kind of the modern day Slender Man in a way.
Okay, you've lost me even further, but I'll allow it because it's 10-2.
Just as much cultural impact. And you feel scared the whole time you're watching.
Okay, there we go. Now you're drawing it. Picking up what you're putting down, and Chewy's putting down the bomb. Planted. Okay. Don't get me wrong. VP are ready for this. They've got smoke. They've got flash. They've not got kit.
And they're all coming through CT. Util now deployed. Oh. Clean taps all around. Only now is Naf putting something on the board for Liquid. Oh, Twisty Kins, you're too far away. Oh no, they're on the bomb. He can't win this. May as well pull the knife out because this pistol round belongs to Virtus.pro.
Good call back there. 11-2 for VP. That's such a well put together retake. Liquid feels so safe in that post plant. They have the cap peak. They have control with the post plant. They're holding those headshot angles on CT, and the VP throw two flashes over car, and they come flying in. Oh, sorry, into the window. Great window flashes, and they come flying in with 3 headshots in an instant, immediately leaving Liquid out in the open.
But maybe they can still win.
Okay.
The power of friendship.
No, the power of friendship is not enough. Oh, you're not ready for
Nertz two best friends up against it all. They find their way through lower. And now Naf watched his boy cut down on the stairs right in front of him. He's out for revenge.
He's got the bomb here as well, so that's why VP is shifting over. Fine to gamble here, but as VP did in this position on the T side, the last round of the half, Liquid can send out a scout. They can figure out what's open. It is possible. So Bob going back with that mid-smoke. Just going to group Cat. That's also fine. You know, man up. Seems like Liquid have called the right round here. Avoiding the stack entirely.
That's the power of love right there, Hugo. Won him that round. Yep, these are good mollies. If anyone was here, that would have been good. And
What?
just kind of round ending, I guess. They've done it.
They've done it.
The comeback's on. Friendship stays winning.
Friendship is winning this round, but VP are 11-3. So hold your metaphorical horses, Harry. Rein them in. Dude, this is such a quick day. I don't understand it. We had 3 rounds for Falcons in a BO3, and sure, okay, we had an overtime last game.
3 too bloody many, if you ask me.
It's a good one. And now we've got 3 rounds for Liquid, maybe more, but right now it's not looking good for the Liquid forecast.
No, it's not.
I'd like
Them to win?
No, I'd like some competition.
There is competition.
I guess we got it last map.
Who's worse, Falcons or Liquid? No, I'm just kidding. That would be unfair. Liquid at least could have won a map.
Yeah, true. Falcons weren't even in that game, so I do hope we get Liquid Falcons at O2.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, like, Liquid Falcon's kind of the Slender Man.
Kind of the Slender Man of esports in a way, whatever the hell that means. Whatever that means, I couldn't tell you, but it's where my brain goes. It's really tense out here.
Oh, they stopped it.
Yeah, for me.
Sounded like someone playing table tennis in a cave.
A really long ball,
yeah,
because that was not a lot of connection.
It's like
tick, tack,
3 tables.
Tack.
Okay, come on.
Slow-mo table tennis.
Friendship, remember. Friendship, 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 friendship. Say it a bunch and it'll come true.
I mean, Friendship might do it this time because VP are not playing for long and they've got a couple of rifles, but oh, Fame, the realization, and Naf's not holding the flank. Fame just comes in and shoots Ultimate in the back of the head, and Ultimate dropped that flash when he died. It blinds the player on Cat. Twist killed by Martradom. That's enemies right now. VP just coming for the kills. What an awkward way for this to come crumbling down. Friendship lets Liquid down.
From RVD to Bobby Lee. This is bad friends, bro. Team Liquid. Ah, that's rough.
Andrew's sanctimonious right now. Dude, did you see that though? Because Ultimate was pinning the flash, because he dies, it just drops to his body, and Twist holds the flank and gets full white. That's just the worst possible way for that to go. That really couldn't have got worse.
The lesson there is, unless you know him like that, do not flash your friends. Virtus.pro now have 9 chances. And that's English, not German. It's Liquid with 9 chances. That's German, not English. Flammers! Send them home! Well, not home, to the hotel. Send them to the hotel! It doesn't sound as good. VP, 4 kills away from a dominant win on their Dust2. It will continue to stand the test of time, and it's looking good for him. Electronic, beautiful sequence as he looks to close this out. Shui, 3 and 13. And he ain't winning this one. Flammus in top mid has him boxed in, and there's the killing blow. Nothing but success for VP as they dominate Dust2. That's after a wild turnaround on Liquid's map pick and Mirage. They had to complete the comeback there. They bring that momentum, that energy with them into their pick in this series. And it is not